All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show.
Right.
One guy is known for his diverse attack on the feet. The other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponents in danger from the very start of the grappling exchanges. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Nice defense on the single leg takedown. You can tell he's worked on that.
Another punch to the head. He's really turning every part of himself into those strikes to the head. Landed a good uppercut there. Oh!
He's got him hurt here.
He's done! He's done!
Oh! Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Nurmagomedov's going for an arm here. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. 25 total strikes now for Justin Gaethje. Massive uppercut finds the target.
Watch knees to the body.
Well, if you like... This will land right there. His opponent's wobble. Quick level change.
Oh, he went single. Rotate head outside. This dude's going for wide.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
This next round, we want to do the same thing. Let's get it.
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind, most guys can't keep up with. That was nice play.
All right, Muay Thai clinch. A lot of elbows and knees could be coming from here. We'll see how he chooses to attack.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous position, but an advantageous one for the offensive fighter. Watch for the defensive guy to try to break this immediately.
And he landed the right hand there. Oh! Huge right hand!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, beautiful level change.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for damage from the top to come now.
Nurmagomedov's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Looks like he's trying for a submission now. arm work here, staying busy. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
So we call on the fight stats here, DC. 62 total strikes have landed for Justin Gaethje. And the accuracy rate, 69% tonight against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Blocks the shot. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here.
So try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, high amplitude slam for him there. Wow! Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. 30 seconds remain in the round.
And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
Last round. But that's not going to happen this time. I need you to get back out there ugly.
Are you ready? You ready?
Third round underway.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game. His ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Nice 1-2 combination there.
His double leg shot.
Oh, what goes up must come down as he slams him right on the canvas. Huge moment in the round.
It excites me to watch somebody land those types of technique. The impact of that slam takedown was felt at the desk and in the first couple rows.
Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. Right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. Gaethje's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, side control now. But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Oh, man, he's using that Kimura. He'll try to use the sweep.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
And he's out. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
Got at the fence, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Oh, what a single collar tie there. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
We're trying to submit him. We're trying to get that W.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 rounds.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and gotta be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly, you're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
His opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down.
Holy smokes, he's put him to sleep.
Back to the feet now.
Look at how fast. The only person I can do this to is Baby John. John, there's a weight difference. I don't know if you know jiu-jitsu much. You miss a lot of your classes. If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Anik.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Nurmagomedov has got full mount now. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, single collar tie now, and they separate.
Ooh, what a punch.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Play shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Just misses with the straight right. Oh, that's a nice strike there by Nurmagomedov.
You're always thinking wrestling when you fight Khabib, but you better be very weak. Double leg shot.
Oh, slams him down with conviction, man. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Setting up a sub here.
Oh, nice.
And he's out. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Nurmagomedov. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
Fifth and final round. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance. Oh, one of the best head kicks I've ever seen.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Geici. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to... He's going to start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
It's in there deep. There you go.
So he submits courtesy of the rear naked choke. That guy's got a squeeze on.
He does a great job securing the position, getting under the neck, and then hiding his hands in order to get the finish. Fantastic performance by this fighter.
He got him.
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
So, yeah, it came down to tap out or go to sleep, and his opponent chose the former. The choke was clearly sunk in deep. Perfect technique. And ultimately, that is one of the bigger wins of his career. He gets it done by submission here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 12 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay